go. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back from the weekend. Happy St. Patrick's Day. How about that? Yeah, all right. We got some good bets today. 10 NBA games, 5 hockey games. Not only that, March Madness right around the corner. We're in business. This is going to be good. I'll tell you what. College basketball props are already crushing since we released version 2 of PortfolioEV. 10 days in, I got like a 27% ROI. Is that going to last? Of course not, but we're going to ride that wave, especially through March Madness. Couldn't have come at a better time. Greg's killing this month. We're all killing this month. And now we're going to kick this week off, hopefully, in the best way we possibly can. Greg, I'll tell you this much. You'll appreciate this. So Friday's show, there just weren't a ton of bets at the time. Well, I guess there were, but Ben and I wanted to take advantage of a college basketball boost because, you know, even if you're originating, if you're getting a 30% boost on something, you're still probably making it plus EV if it's not a correlated same game parlay, especially given that we were just betting minus 105, 110 sides. Ben put together a little 4-legger for us at plus, we got it up to plus 1640. All right. And by God, that sucker hit. So nice. Hell of a way to go into the weekend.
Nice. Yeah, I had no clue that was what you guys did on Friday, but definitely good to see it. And I assume I don't know for sure, but I think it's safe to say that we're probably going to be having some college basketball promos that show up on FanDuel, DraftKings, and whatever other popular books there are over the course of the next couple of days with the NCAA tournament kicking off on Thursday. Going to be big games. So yeah, at the time you and I, well, actually it'll be you and Ben on Thursday, but at the time that we are doing these shows on Thursday and Friday, it will also coincide with the college basketball NCAA tournament being on.
Hell yeah, man. I can't wait for that. I already got some bets in for Thursday's games.
I do too. I had not like a ton, but I have, I think maybe like 3 or 4 money lines / spreads that showed up in the tools earlier today from some of the opening lines. I've got baseball bets as well for like some super bizarre bets for MLB opening day. Like I've got I think like Cubs to be leading after the first 7 innings at plus 135 or something like that. I think I've got a normal one like under 8.5 total runs. But yeah, there's bets for later in the week that I've got in as well.
I got Max Muncy over 1.5 bases, Imanaga under 4.5 Ks. Here's one for you. Yeah, because you were mentioning I got Dodgers first 7 minus half a run.
Okay. Yeah.
So that one moved. Happy to see that. Yeah. How about this? I have NBA sides for tonight. That popped up. I've been getting bets down on BetMGM. If you guys are on BetMGM and obviously like they pulled their API for props, I got UFC bets.
Bet365, you mean?
Did I say MGM? Sorry, Bet365. Thank you. Yeah. I got UFC props in on Saturday, or bets in on Saturday. I got MLB money line, spring training end coming up tomorrow. I got NBA spreads and first half totals and stuff like that. So make a little Bet365 portfolio. Mine is very simple. It's a 1 OS rating, and I'm just including all of the sides in it. That's it. So, yeah, if you're not doing that yet, I'm getting Bet365 bets flowing in, which is good to see. But anyway, happy to have you guys with us. If you don't mind, take a single second, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. It's 100% free. It goes a long way for us. And we appreciate you, especially you atone for your sins this fine afternoon and things are right in the world. Leave a comment down below if you're watching or listening after the fact too. We try and read and respond to all of them. At the very least, read them. All right, so let's do it, man. We got a lot of games today. I already have 80 plus bets in, and it's 1 o'clock. I was getting bets in last night before I went to bed, as a matter of fact. So let's go, man. We got a lot to get into.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's start. Do you want to cook up parlays to begin? Do we want to look at just the bets at the top of the board? Where do we want to kick it off?
I have no problem scrolling the board a little bit to see if we have anything fun and then just get into some parlay action.
Sure. Pretty spread out in terms of some of the books that are offering top bets, although kind of interesting. Not as much DraftKings, whereas, here's a DraftKings bet under 12.5 RA on Nikola Vucevic. But yeah, a lot more FanDuel and BetMGM at the top of the board right now, BetMGM being the primary one. So maybe if we wanted to start with a parlay, we'd begin with BetMGM because it looks like 75% of our top bets right now are BetMGM.
Sure. Also, I've been getting fantastic volume on FanDuel lately.
Yeah, mine's been pretty, like not as much as I get on some other books, but more than what I was getting, say, like a month ago.
All right, so I'll give you an example. Yesterday on FanDuel, and yes, not the same as I would on like DraftKings or something, but yesterday I had to have had like 45, 50 bets on FanDuel alone. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's more.
They
than I
got to
had
fix their
yesterday.
mass entry. Our mass entry is only loading one. It's not our fault. It's on them. But aside from that, I just click bet, get it in there, and we're good. But yeah, like anywhere from 30 to 50 bets the past, really, you know what it is, man? Since the update.
Yeah, it's the more markets. It just makes sense, right? If we're offering additional markets like rebounds, assists, points, rebounds, like it's just going to make sense that with more markets, there's going to be more volume. And that's why, I mean, I was busy yesterday, so I didn't place as many bets as I'd been placing on other days. I was just out for the day with my grandma. But I mean, other days I've been placing north of 400 bets in individual days now.
It was just preposterous. Let's try FanDuel first. They have a same game parlay boost.
All right.
And when we've done these same game parlay boosts on FanDuel, some of them don't even need a boost to be plus EV. So let's see if there's anything out there. I don't even know if we have enough NBA props up yet. By the way, I hope you guys had a nice weekend. Oh, look here, just throwing it out there. Toronto Raptors, Phoenix Suns, first quarter total over 55.5 is up there on DraftKings and Onyx. So There you go. Another one. Also, you guys are going to have, if you're limited, you're going to have better limits on these for sure. You know, you're going to get better limits on these NBA sides than you are on props. Like if you're limited to $7 or $8 on a rebound prop, there's a good chance you might be able to get a couple hundred down on something like this. So Toronto Raptors at Phoenix Suns over 55.5 first quarter total at even money. I just want to bet this real quick.
Yeah.
Over 55.5 first quarter total at even money.
You said that was up on DraftKings?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll pull up our DK portfolio to see if that's in there. Not right. It's not showing up here. I don't remember how I built out this portfolio, though. I may have not built it out it might only include props just because of the time I built it out. It wasn't even a consideration at the time.
Yeah, I would say anybody who's doing this now, make sure that you're including all of those sides.
All right, so FanDuel, same game parlay. We'll see if that's doable. All right. Grizzlies, Kings, Pelicans, Pistons, Spurs, Lakers, Bulls, Jazz. Here's another one, Grizzlies. Okay, so we might be able to do with Grizzlies and Kings.
Let's see if we can.
Oh, yeah, we definitely can.
Perfect.
Let me just turn the same game parlay on. Yeah, actually, pretty easily. And with the markets even, I like. So we've gotten here Triple J, under 25.5 points. Zach Edey, over 7.5 rebounds. Malik Monk, under 17.5 points. That's plus 676 with a 7% expected EV. And then what is the boost that we're getting for the same game parlay? 30%?
I think it's a 30% boost. I'm not sure.
Okay. I'll try entering this in right now.
Jaren Jackson points. Zach Edey over 7.5 rebounds.
And Malik Monk under 17.5 points.
All right. Cool. Plus 676, right? Yep. Plus 676. And did you put it in?
Yeah, it came out to plus 715 with the boost it's plus 550 without the boost and then plus 715 with the boost.
So still good EV. I mean, it's probably like 9% EV or something like that.
Yeah, maybe even a little higher.
Cool. Perfect.
But yep, I placed it in for my $10 max on FanDuel with the same game parlay boost.
Better than the DraftKings max on a lot of these.
It is. It is better than the limits on some of the other books that I grind out as well, but no issues with it.
Cool. All right. That's perfect. Scroll down just so everyone can find it. Jaren Jackson under 25.5 points. Zach Edey over 8.5 rebounds.
7.5 rebounds.
Sorry, 7.5 rebounds. My guess is that's an alt rebound, so it probably is 8 plus if you're looking for that. I don't know, but that would be my guess. If you don't see it, look for the 8 plus. And then Malik Monk under 17.5 points.
There we have it. Yeah, so it came out to be with the actual, because it's hard to, we were talking with the dev team about this the other day. It's really hard to know what the actual same game parlay odds are going to be offered by the books because they're dynamic. They change a lot. How the correlations work is different book to book. So what you normally want to look for is just what it is that we have as the expected win rate. And can you beat that on these odds? Or at the boost, can you just be ahead of what the parlay odds are in here? So came out to be plus 550 in the same game parlay odds on FanDuel, but we got it up to over plus 700 with the 30% boost.
Yeah, it's perfect. Also, another thing I've been doing a lot is these NHL points props, just parlaying these points props.
Yeah.
Do we have enough NHL point props on the board?
Let's see. There's only 5 NHL games today.
Yeah.
So maybe not, but I do the same thing as you. Whereas what I'll do is, especially because the limits aren't like crazy high on some of these, is if there's like a minus 200 and like a minus 180 that both have like 8 and 10 OS ratings or something like that, I'll just parlay them together and they get like a plus 120 bet or plus 130 bet that'll let me throw like $40 or $50 on.
Yeah, it's perfect. We don't want a same game parlay. Although I think there is like an NHL same game, but we'll stay away from that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's slow to load right now. I don't know if there's anything up for NHL. Let me go to the top bets page. And I'll just look at FanDuel.
That Provorov is probably still there, yeah.
Yeah, we've got
there's a couple.
Yeah, Provorov at minus 220 for a points prop, plus 136 on Alec Tuch. I think I bet this at like plus 150 earlier today.
Yeah. Also, we want these at a 2+ OS rating as well if we're going to stick to what we do here.
Yeah. Yeah, there's only those are the only ones for points props.
You could probably get that to a decent number though if we wanted to add them into a parlay.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Because you're getting the plus 136 on that.
Yeah, I'll see if I can make the NHL one show up now. Here we go. Yeah, so if we added together Provorov and Tuch's points, then it comes out to be plus 243, 6% expected EV, 30% win rate. So yeah, very, very solid 2-leg parlay.
I hit one yesterday. I had a nice plus like 800 on a 3-legger as well. I lost a few others, but it's still profitable. I'm just really parlaying the ones that come up. I haven't really even been betting them straight, to be honest with you. These are the point props specifically.
Yeah.
If you scrolled, what are some of the odds on these other books for this same parlay?
Plus 230 on Unibet. It is plus 215 over on BetMGM, which is the negative EV, plus 214. And plus 214 on both DraftKings and Onyx, plus 211 on Hard Rock and ESPN, plus 199 on Rebet, plus 190 on Fliff, plus 183 on Sleeper.
There you go. Yeah, just an objectively good bet. So we got 2 in on FanDuel, not bad. We can always come back to this throughout the show. Also, guys, for those of you hanging out right now, with March Madness upon us, we figure why not throw a little deal out there. Probably the best offer we've done since we did one around Christmas time. Crypto Mo, by the way, I love PortfolioEV. We're glad you're here, man. Absolutely. Yeah, it works. It works. But, and then Westport, is Ben going to do a show breaking down brackets? And if so, when? He is going to do something. Keep an eye out. But yeah, we just 10 days ago, we added all of these new markets. And one thing that happened was it wasn't just that we were adding new prop markets. We're getting a ton of sides for college basketball, like I shouldn't say a ton, but a lot, whether it's money lines, first half spreads, first half money lines, you name it, totals, all of that stuff. Plus NBA totals, NBA spreads, money lines, same with NHL. I'm getting UFC bets. So on top of the, 150 plus bets you're able to get in every day on prop bets alone, we've expanded these markets. We didn't just do that though. It's not just an expansion of markets. It's a better overall algorithm. Like the results right now have been insane. So we figured now that we added all these college basketball props, now that you still have NBA, NHL, everything else from prop sides, everything in between, if you haven't signed up yet, your first month is 68% off. Yeah, Lucas said CB college basketball has been profitable for me and a ton of fun. It is. It's a lot more fun to sweat sides as well, even with a top-down approach. 68% off your first month. Here's how you get it. The link in the description, right? If you're watching on your phone, listening, whatever it may be, or if you're on YouTube, you'll see the link right in your description. If you're on desktop, sign up for PortfolioEV. Click that. Use the promo code DANCE. When you check out, you're getting 68% off your first month. And that is on top, Greg, of the free week that you're already getting. So you're getting the free week and then you're getting a month for 68% off. That gets you your month for $32. You're going to have baseball on top of that as well, with it starting tomorrow, but then in earnest, like 10 days from now. So if you've been on the fence, probably the best time, an opportunity you're ever going to have to jump in is right now, getting $68 off the entirety of the month, plus the free week that comes on front of all of that over at PortfolioEV. Just use that link in the description if you want this, and then use promo DANCE at checkout. It is that easy when you select the monthly subscription. I think that's it though, right, Greg? This is the best we've done in quite some time, I think.
Yeah, and just throwing my results up here, which I've been posting to Twitter as well as part of my Bankroll thread. Our algorithm went live on March 7th. And my results have been good the entire year, but the increased volume has really reduced some of the volatility, where I have days where I'm placing north of 400 bets. And it's made it so that since we released V2 of the algorithm, not only have I not had a losing day, I've been profited less than $250 in a single day since the new algorithm came out. So I've just had massive results. And like Lofty said before, it's a 7-day, on top of the 68% off, there's a 7-day free trial. There's no risk to you. Try out the tools. If you like them, stick around. I think you're going to. But if you don't, you just check it out. It's not free. You just cancel it before you have to pay. And it's no big deal either. But try it out. I think you could only help yourself by trying out the 7-day free trial. Then we got the dance promo on top of it. Kevin Rosner in chat asked, do we have a preference to betting high probability bets with lower EV versus lower probability bets with higher EV? Yeah, my preference is to bet everything.
Yeah, I don't discriminate at all. There's no point. If it's plus EV, go for it. Now I have minimum rating of 2 for a lot of my portfolios, but that's it. And essentially the way my portfolios are set up is anything that pops up in the tool, I'm betting it because I have it set up the way I want it. I know what I want to bet, and that's what we do. Yeah. Ryan said Greg's Twitter thread plus this deal was too much for me. Awesome. Yeah, Ryan, like I said, just use that link, use dance. You're up 74, you son of a bitch. You got me. I'm up around 7K on the month. So you got me by 400. We were jockeying back and forth for a couple of days there, but it appears you've taken the lead.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the next couple of days go. Could go in either direction.
I blame it on me not having Hard Rock.
All right. I blame my grandma for wanting to hang out with me yesterday.
Good point. I got 130 bets in yesterday.
Yeah. Or else I could have had a better Sunday yesterday. But
how about this? I blame having 2 kids of 4 and 1 year old. How's that for an excuse?
All right. That's fair. I went out to breakfast with my grandma yesterday. We didn't get back from breakfast until 2 p.m.
I mean, that's not breakfast. That's a day out.
No, it was all we did was eat breakfast though. It was, you have to get there, you have to transporter, the walker and all that. And then on top of it too, then we're going to some I don't know. We ended up going to this hipster diner where they let dogs in. And so there was 6 dogs there. The dogs are all fighting with each other and it was chaos. The whole place was chaos. And then as a result, too, it took them like hours to get the food out. So that was almost my entire day was getting breakfast with my
I hope your grandma's a nice lady, because that sounds like a miserable day.
She's in her 90s, so it's not like she's exciting. She just said her big thing yesterday was they gave her a glass for orange juice and water because she wanted orange juice to drink, but they still put water on the table, and she didn't know why there was two glasses. So she just kept pouring the orange juice back and forth in between glasses and just spilling it all over the table. So I don't even think she drank the orange juice. She just poured it in between glasses and just poured a bunch of it on the table.
Well, I'm glad it went well. And you still had a profitable day. But yeah, use promo DANCE, DANCE. Hopefully, if you can't figure that out, maybe this isn't for you. But assuming you can, jump in, hit us up. Greg and I both have our DMs open. Join the Discord, sync it straight through the app. Get as many bets a day in as you can. Set up a simple portfolio and just remove negative HROI bets for the current season. That's all you got to do in the top bets tool. If you have questions, just ask us. You'll profit if you do those couple things. Turn on notifications, bet as much as you can. All right, let's go BetMGM.
All right, BetMGM now. Let's see what we have for BetMGM. Yeah, a lot of stuff at the top of the board here for BetMGM.
Yeah, this looks good today, and this is both hockey and NBA. If you're building out BetMGM portfolios, I don't really think you need to discriminate with anything.
Yeah.
Like FanDuel, I do. FanDuel, I really just bet points and rebounds, and I will bet points plus rebounds because, in my head, I'm like, well, I don't want to bet rebounds assists. I don't want to bet points assists because FanDuel's so good on assists, but points and rebounds have been very profitable for me. As far as BetMGM goes, I don't think you really need to discriminate at all. You don't, right?
Yeah, there's nothing there's small sample size of some of the new markets where there's only a few tracked bets.
Bet them anyway.
Yeah, but I'd say bet those anyway. Everything else is plus EV over on BetMGM. Same, like there's a lot of people from Florida. I've posted some of my Hard Rock results. So people who are asking like, hey, can I use the tools if I'm in Florida and only have Hard Rock? The answer is absolutely yes. And certain books, BetMGM, Hard Rock, DraftKings, another one, you can just set it min OS rating of 2 and bet everything that has a rating of that or higher. And it's going to be pretty easy to be having plus EV bets that are all expected to be good in every market. And then it's just get as many of those down. Actually, the point you made about FanDuel kind of only applies to FanDuel.
It really does. Like I would almost say, don't even filter out negative HROI props if you're not betting on FanDuel. Truthfully, I probably wouldn't do it unless I'm on FanDuel, really.
Yeah.
But FanDuel is like my haven right now. So that's where I get the majority of my maybe not majority of bets, but majority of money down each day is going to be on FanDuel for sure. Same with you, I know.
Yeah.
All right, let's build this out. Assists have killed on BetMGM, so that's good. Under 6.5 assists for Tyler Hero, minus 140. These things move quick, but we still have true odds at minus 154 there. And then this Luke Kennard just popped up as well. Under 3.5 rebounds at minus 120. So that's an 8% EV parlay already on a 2-legger. What happens if we make it a 4-leg? We could go Luke Hughes under total shots on goal, make it a little cross sport action here.
Yeah. And we could add the Kevin Huerter. Well, there's another NBA one that just popped up as well. So there's Kevin Huerter points. That's an over. There's the Luke Hughes under 1.5 shots on goal. We've got Steph Curry here under 10.5 rebounds plus assists. But I added in the Kevin Huerter as well, over 14.5 points at minus 110. So right now we're at 3 legs, plus 500, 12% expected EV. Do you want to add in the Steph Curry line? Do you want to add in Jimmy Butler? Do you want to add in Luke Hughes? Which direction do you want to go?
I'm generally going to I'm going to side with the one that looks best in the tools, that has the highest EV. Talking 3%, 3.6%, round up to 4% EV there, 5 OS rating on Steph Curry, under 10.5 rebounds and assists. Let's do it. Gets us north of 10-1.
Yep.
And then this is the kicker. Look what Onyx is and look what FanDuel would be on the same bet at plus 1021. Guys, get this in too. This will move. So when we're building these, plug them in as we go, because by the time you know it, it's gone.
Yeah. To your point, the other books here that have the same props available up, it's plus 672 at FanDuel, plus 731 at Onyx. That's compared to plus 1021 at BetMGM.
Yep. And that is without a boost or anything. So it's
correct.
Yeah. Really looks good. All right. We go BetMGM, FanDuel. Can you go to DraftKings? Because they do have 2 promos for us today. I was hoping we might be able to make it work. And remember, top one. Remember, it doesn't have to be a same game parlay for all 4 legs. I believe the same thing would have been the case with FanDuel too. We could have done like 2 FanDuel legs with one game and then a separate one, make it a same game parlay plus or X. I forget which book does what, but
it just so happened also that the 3 bets that are the best one, it was the better, 3 bets that were the best on the board in terms of the markets you and I like to bet on FanDuel. They just happened to be the ones with the best OS ratings. They were in the same game.
Definitely. All right, so go. Did you refresh this? There's got to be something up for DraftKings.
We will know in a second.
All right, Lakers, Spurs.
Yeah,
do it one more time.
Why does it keep doing that?
I don't know why it reset. Warriors. So we really only need 2 and 2.
Yeah, there's not that much on the board for DK right now, though.
There surprisingly isn't. Usually this is one of the easiest ones for us to get.
Yeah, just not at the moment, especially for our 10-game slate. But you look here, we've got 1 bet with an OS rating north of 1, Austin Reeves under 6.5 assists. So I don't know, maybe we circle back to DK later.
We can, but I do want to try something real quick. Throw that Austin Reeves prop in there. I saw another one from the same game. If you scroll down, it's not the best, but if we can boost it, it doesn't matter.
Are you sure you didn't see the other Austin Reeves prop?
No, keep going.
Oh, the
Harrison Barnes.
Okay.
It's a small edge, but an edge nonetheless.
Yeah, so we get Reeves under 6.5 assists, Harrison Barnes under 12.5 points.
And then what if you just throw in like Curry under 26.5 points and Şengün? Oh man, that Şengün one's pretty far down.
Did I miss it?
Oh, there's a Kevin Huerter, but they're like less than 1%. Yeah, that's 11-1, 5% EV. We probably should circle back on this one. What do you think?
Yeah, we come back to it later to see if anything better shows up for DK.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, it's weird that FanDuel has been giving us the goods the past couple of days in a big way.
I'll go to the top bets page, and some guys just ruled out for the 76ers. No surprise, though. Tyrese Maxey ruled out. We also had Andre Drummond ruled out. Yabusele questionable. Your 76ers, absolute mess right now. Not the mess the Mavericks are, because it looks like they're going to have to forfeit games down the stretch of the season, which I'm hoping happens, because that'll be hilarious. Have you seen that?
Is that actually a possibility?
Yeah, because so what happened is with the trade, they took on so much salary that not only did they get worse players, they also got older players while also taking on more salary, which it's a tremendous feat as a front office. But because they've taken on a certain amount of salary, they're no longer eligible to sign any 10-day contracts of free agents, even on minimum contracts.
No way.
And they now have so many players that have gotten hurt. And the existing 10-day contract guys, their contracts are set to expire, that we are like 2 weeks away from the Mavericks potentially having to start forfeit games because they won't have enough players to field the roster.
How many people in the front office just get fired if that happens?
It's hard to say, because that would be keep in mind too, it feels like forever ago. The trade of Luka Doncic did not happen that long ago.
It was like a month? Like a month ago or 3 weeks?
Yeah, about a month ago.
Yeah.
And they've still been so adamant that it's for the best of the franchise, and I think it's the right move to make, and that it was a win now move. I don't know how you could really pitch it as a win now move when they were in the NBA Finals last year, and now they're probably going to miss the play-in game, but whatever. They're still saying they think it helps them to win now. It would be such an admission of a failure of a move after such short order if they gave up on it after this short amount of time, just gutted the entire front office. So... Oh, by the way, we just had a Quentin Grimes line show. Oh, that's probably because the guys were just ruled out for the 76ers. But
yeah,
that aside, Yeah, I don't think they're going to fire people just because it would be such a short give up after they were so adamant that this is a good trade for them.
It's unbelievable, really.
Yeah, but I mean, to mismanage a roster to the point where you don't have enough it's never happened before. There's never been a team that's had to forfeit games because they didn't have enough players on their roster. And once the Kessler Edwards and Brandon Williams 10-day contracts expire, they're at big risk of that happening if guys don't come back from injury.
Yeah, that I mean, I would almost love to see it happen, but yeah, it's amazing. We had a couple questions too from Berza. Does anyone know why my location restricts me only on my PC? What internet do you have? I don't bet anything on my computer anymore. The geolocation was such an issue for me ever since I switched over to Verizon internet that I just fucking gave up. But it's easy to bet. It's actually easier to bet it from my phone anyway. So I just use the OddsShopper app. Just bet it straight from my phone with PortfolioEV. Just download the OddsShopper app. It's the easiest way to do it. There you go. I knew it. He has Verizon. Yeah, dude. Yep. So do I. Bullshit. I had Xfinity before this and never had an issue. I'm in the Northeast, in Pennsylvania. Now with Verizon, it just doesn't work. So I gave up, and I'm not using my hotspot to place bets on my computer. I just do it from the app. Honestly, it's easier. Plus, I get notifications to my phone. Turn notifications on in your settings. So you just click that and load them up. Yeah.
It was a pretty good FanDuel bet. It just went away really quick. I tried to bet it, but the line moved as I was placing the bet. OG Anunoby under 5.5 rebounds, minus 112 on FanDuel, but the line just moved.
I just bet an RJ Barrett rebound prop on FanDuel as well.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll stay away from these Philly props. Wasn't this kind of to be expected, though?
Yeah, that's one thing that I have found to be a little bit weird as of late down the stretch of the season. Like we saw it with Zach Collins props. There was a day Nikola Vucevic was doubtful; he was ruled out, and all of a sudden the Zach Collins props went up. It's like, but none of us, we all knew he wasn't playing.
Right? Yeah, I don't understand that. I wonder if it's just like the masses flowing in and betting the overs on these and temporarily pushing the number up.
Maybe, could be the case.
Either way, there is decent amount out there for FanDuel right now. All of these with 2 OS ratings or higher. We can clear the Provorov and the Alex Tuch. We bet those already in a 2-leg points parlay. We bet the Jaren Jackson right under points.
Yep.
So we hit a lot of these. I'll bet OS 1 on points and rebounds for FanDuel, by the way, for
Same
NHL.
Shots on goal.
NBA. Yep, and shots on goal. The only one I have to 2 is points, and I know you do the same.
Yeah. And then also some of the best points bets on FanDuel. Once again, we're talking NHL points, not NBA points. It can be a little bit confusing, but you'll see NHL points bets that usually in the mornings, there are ones that have like 10, 11, 12 OS ratings. Those have been really good bets in terms of how they've performed for me over the course of the last 3 months or so.
Yeah, I get as many in the morning as I can. C Money had a great question. We answer this a lot, but it's important. Is there any good way to tell if a bet is showing plus EV because the true odds have changed, or if a book is first to react to change in the information? So 2 things. Number 1, I would turn on notifications on your phone for Underdog Fantasy. That's the easiest way to do it. I don't know if you have a source you prefer more. For me, it's just easier because everything's aggregated, Greg, and I don't have to pull up multiple, and they're fast enough. If I see news break and then I see like, oh, look at that, DeMar DeRozan was ruled out today, and then I see everybody from that team pop up in the tool immediately afterwards, I'm just not doing it because it tells me the sharp sources are slow to react and a lot of these rec books moved quicker. Or one thing Greg has demonstrated on this show is you can go like click the Ricky Council one. You can click that, look at data, and then pull Pinnacle and the others. Now, sometimes this can be misleading because the number itself, the line itself will change. But yeah, see that right there? Like that shows you that Pinnacle moved a little bit throughout the day, but they haven't moved since this news where FanDuel did. Other times you'll just see straight flat line for Penny. If the other books look different, then that's a spot you stay away from. Now, if Penny, that orange line let's say it's only showing from like 1 o'clock and on, and it's a straight line, that would mean that they just came back on. The prop came back on at that number, and you'd be fine. If it's not there and then it's there, you'd be fine. But yeah, just a few ways to do that. I like having notifications on. I want to know what news broke so I don't have to dig into all of this additional data. I won't hide those props, Greg, because they might actually turn out to be EV bets later in the day, but I won't bet them either.
Yep, I do the exact same thing.
Okay, I figured as much. It's easy. It's actually very simple. Let's see if we can go back to try something on like Hard Rock or one of these books we don't usually do.
Sure. I think there might have been some more bets that showed up on DraftKings as well. I'll just check that really quick.
Great. Would love to bet this same gamer.
We've got a couple of Zion props. We're not going to be able to combine them together for a same game parlay, but definitely good bets. Under 24.5 points, minus 115 for Zion Williamson. Under 35.5 PRA as well, minus 105. So not ones that we could combine, but ones that individually are going to make sense to bet.
Yeah. Okay. Are there any combinations we can do? Remember, we only need 2 from the same game.
Oh, there was for a second and then it disappeared. Oh, here we go. Only 1 OS ratings, but there's Denny Avdia under 1.5 threes and Anthony Simons under 3.5 threes. Probably the same as before, though. They're both 1 OS rating bets. We might be better off just waiting for something better later.
Yeah, you're probably right. All right, that sucks because the Reeves one is gone. There's a Devin Vassell out there too. That would have actually been pretty helpful for us. But yeah, both of them are gone. They move quick. Brett and Pete just said they're both gone. Yeah, they move fast. That's why having this tool at your disposal to just be able to hit these as they pop up. Like there's a Vucevic prop right now in FanDuel. It's got a 4 OS rating. This looks really good. It's an over 9.5 rebounds prop at even money for Vooch, right? You've got Penny at minus 141 on the same number. Hard Rock at minus 145. STN minus 141. Rebet minus 135. That's one of those where it will go quick. They move off these rebounds props very quickly. Over 9.5 on FanDuel at even money for Nikola Vucevic just looks good right here. Now, it is the 10 plus. It's not the over 9.5. We display it that way just because we're literally just pulling the best number for you guys. But it's displayed on the tool as over 9.5. It's actually, if you're not using the tool and you're not just clicking bet now and using that deep link to add it to your bet slip, it would be under 10 plus. So it's always interesting to me is let's see what his over 9.5 is, minus 102. So again, a lot of people might go there and be like, oh, it's minus 102 now or minus 106 now. It's not. It's still even money. And what do we have the true odds on this? Probably like minus 108 or something, minus 110, minus 107. Okay. Yeah, that I just got that Vooch bet in right now.
Yep, I did as well.
Yeah, apologize for us sometimes going silent. We're trying to get these in just as you guys are.
Working while we're working. Hat on a hat. What's wrong with making money while making money?
Listen, man, I know it'll never last forever, but if I'm making March money from Portfolio EV going forward, I'll be making that my primary source of income. For real.
Hey, that's how I felt on NBA DFS shows for the last few years now. It's like, hey, I'm getting paid to do these shows where I'm talking about something where I'm making more money than I would be, it's ways. And this applies to, it's funny. Like we have jobs.
Can I interrupt you real quick? We have a college basketball side for Thursday's games for March Madness on DraftKings. It's showing Onyx, but it's DraftKings too. So, anybody out there that's on either of those can jump in.
Yeah. So, is this one you're talking about? First half total points for Utah State and UCLA?
Yeah, we actually have 2. We have a Caesars one as well.
Okay. Yeah, we've got one in here for DraftKings over 68.5 first half points in the Utah State UCLA game. So I'll be betting that right now. I think that's actually the same. That's the same Caesars line. Oh no, Caesars is a 68.
Caesars is Montana Grizzlies at Wisconsin Badgers over 60 or 71.5 first half total. Pennies at over 72.5 minus 112. We just had another good shots on goal prop pop up for FanDuel. We are moving.
We're in business. For baseball also, there's one up at the top right now for BetMGM. Dodgers, Cubs under 8.5 total runs.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah.
This is what we did. Just sit here and get these bets in. Yeah.
No, never mind. It's I just went to BetMGM. It's actually I wonder if there's an alt line for this maybe.
Wow, Caesars has got a decent amount of bets popping up right now. Mikal Bridges under 7.5 rebounds plus assists at plus 104. Here's another one for you on Caesars.
Yeah.
Mitchell Robinson under 4.5 rebounds at even money.
There's it's plus 105 at a few other books also.
Oh, I probably don't have those books.
DraftKings I saw DraftKings and BetMGM both had it.
What, the Robinson one?
Yeah.
That's not showing up for me. DraftKings, I don't even see DraftKings on there.
Try refreshing.
Still not on there. Huh. It looks like Caesars just pulled it too. It's gone. It's not even there. That's a weird one.
Yeah, there's another FanDuel one as well.
Anassar Thompson under 15.5 PRA at plus 120 on Caesars.
Yeah, we've got OG Anunoby under 18.5 points over on FanDuel.
Oh, yeah. Let me grab that. OG under 18.5 points on Fan. This is the biggest blitz of bets we've had since you and I started doing this show, by the way. Like where we're just looking at them and reading them off.
By the way, the Mitchell Robinson, it's plus 105 at BetMGM and Fanatics.
I don't have them in mind.
Gotcha.
Jared Butler under 2.5 rebounds. Let's see if this is something worth betting.
Yeah, I bet that one.
You did? You think we've had enough time here?
Yeah. I mean, it's also the 76ers rotations. Just total nonsense right now.
So you just have no problem betting this. Oh, here's another one. Misi under. Look, I got points plus rebounds. New market alert for FanDuel. Under 16.5 points plus rebounds, minus 102. By the way, guys, if you're wondering how we're getting these bets in so quickly, if you're just chumping in for the first time, within the OddsShopper PortfolioEV tool, if you just click Bet Now, it adds it to your bet slip. That's how we're doing it so quick. And the promo, Dance, DANCE. Was that you that put the link in chat, or was that someone else watching? Maybe it was Nolan from the top row earlier.
I think it was the bot by it. I don't actually know.
Either way, it's in the description. Whoever did that, thank you. Where it says sign up for PortfolioEV now, 68% off your first month. That is tacked on to the first free week. Your free week, first week is free. You're already getting that, which means you're looking at just under $100 for the full month with 68% off. That's the normal price. 68% off. The month is $32. Use the promo DANCE at checkout. Use that link in the description. Greg can tell you more than anyone. I can tell you more than anybody. Or the guy I just interviewed, Justin, who turned 100 into 8K in under 4 months using the tool. He was skeptical. He's like, I'll do $100. I'll just do some small bets out of the gate. And then he started winning, so he upped his bet size. But I think you can attest to this more than anybody. You do not need a big bankroll to be able to start doing this, especially when you're getting an entire month at $32, 68% off for the entirety.
Yeah. So, I mean, for myself, when I first started playing DFS and betting, I did it with just $20 when I was in college. So I started at a really low number. I have my bankroll thread that I've been doing over the course of the NBA season, where I've just been placing bets starting at $100 using the bet size recommendations from the tool. And that's over $1,200 now. And then, yeah, we've had numerous people who have reached out to us that started pretty small. Like you mentioned, that guy, Justin, or I can't remember his name, but the guy a couple of months ago who's in Florida, who only had access to Hard Rock, and he had started with like $1,000 and had grown that like 10x. Well, yeah.
Colton, I think.
Yes, we've had a bunch of people who have started with pretty small bankrolls that have grown it pretty quick. And then, also there's a book like Hard Rock for me. My max bet is $10 on everything over at Hard Rock, and I still am able to make north of $1,000 a month just because it's such a soft book on $10 bets.
Yep, that's how DraftKings is with me. Caesars is pretty close to that too. But I think the version 2 release of it now has allowed us just an insane amount of bets that it doesn't even matter. Like so many bets that you're just every day, you don't even have to sit around. Just make sure to get bets in whenever you have the time. You're seeing this in real time right now, like all of these bets popping up. You're seeing it in real time. And this is just what, Greg? This is just like one small snapshot of the day.
Yeah. I mean, we've been on here for, 50 minutes, and I don't know how many bets we've placed while we've been on here, but it's been a handful, and it's not like we're betting everything on the board because we're sitting here talking. We're building out parlays as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Mike says the total on the Utah State UCLA game that we bet just a couple minutes ago, it's already moved to minus 115. So
what did we bet it at?
We bet it at
105.
I bet history. All right. So I bet it at over 68.5 minus 105. And now it's gone up to, it's not only is the line moved a half point, but it's also moved up a half point and moved from minus 105 to minus 115.
So it's 69 minus 115.
I think that's what he's saying.
Nice. Yeah. We got it 68.5 minus 105. Sweet. This college, dude, I'm telling you, the college basketball stuff and just the ability for us to bet sides is huge. You want to hear another one I got? You'll appreciate this one, guys, because we all love basketball here. I got Kings. Get this. Let me show you something. I bet Kings money line last night at minus 110 on Bet365. It's at minus 150.
Not bad.
I'd say that's pretty good for a NBA money line, like a large market money line.
Yeah, I've found some of those if I'm up at night when the games are winding
down. That's when I bet it last night.
Especially when teams are playing on back-to-backs, is there will be something in the game that happens that'll influence the next day's game, either somebody getting injured or a game going to overtime where the teams expect to be more fatigued, where the line's just up still for the next day's games, and the lines will start to move on some books, but not other books. And then it'll end up being really, really beneficial in terms of finding some of those money lines. Like there was one, I had also a Kings game that we talked about. I think it was last week. The Kings played an overtime game. They were playing against the Knicks the next day. I was able to bet the Knicks as underdogs. And then by the time the game started, the Knicks were 4.5 point favorites and were like minus 170 on the money line.
Yeah, it's huge. We got a bunch of Caesars bets. This may actually be our first opportunity. Forget about all this, Greg. Go to the parlay builder. Let's see if we can build a Caesars parlay. I don't think we've ever been able to build a 3-leg Caesars parlay on this show.
It's in the history of the world. Nobody's ever done it.
I don't think we have, honestly.
This could be a world record.
I'm getting a lot of Caesars bets today. Also, if you're on DraftKings, Jackson State Gamecocks against Georgia Tech. Jacksonville State Gamecocks plus 205 money line. Now, small bet, size it appropriately here, but that plus 205 is out there. You've got FanDuel plus 176. Some of these other books are nowhere close to this, so that's out there as well. All right, can we do one on Caesars? I mean, it's going to be close. And one of those is a college basketball prop anyway.
Yeah. I mean, we can. We've got, oh, look, this Anunoby one just popped up. That's actually going to help us. So we've got, yeah, we can. All right. So if we do Asar Thompson for under 15.5 PRA plus 120, OG Anunoby under 23.5 PR, so points plus rebounds, plus 112, and then Jaden McDaniels under 14.5 points at minus 133. So this is a 3-leg. Oh, it looks like the line's already moved because it's come down to plus 669. So maybe not.
Why do they never? Yeah, probably not. But why do they never give us NBA boosts on Caesars ever. Unless it's this pre-made crap that nobody wants to bet. I don't get it. Whatever.
They just don't do it.
I mean, all in all, I'd say we got some pretty damn good bets in today.
Yeah, it's been a good almost hour.
I am surprised though that we weren't able to get our parlay on DraftKings. That's shocking for a 10-game basketball slate.
Well, we'll try it one more. We'll look one more time.
Even a same-game parlay X.
Let's see. So if we went Zion.
Oh, yes, we do. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, if we go Zion, Misi. Yeah, we could do it, actually.
Let's see if we can jam these in before it moves.
Yeah, if we went... Here we go. Zion Williamson under 24.5 points. Yves Misi under 9.5 rebounds. Tyler Hero under 6.5 assists. CJ McCollum under 19.5 points. That comes out to plus 1029 on DK with an 11% expected EV.
I think, refresh that. I think the Devin Vassell under 2.5 assists is actually better now than McCollum.
All right.
See that one?
Yep, I swapped it out.
That gets us to plus 1260, 11% EV.
Yeah. So what we did is we took out the CJ McCollum prop and added in Devin Vassell under 2.5 assists to plus 130.
I just boosted that to 1503.
Okay. Nice.
So what type of, you want to go into the calculator? What type of additional value do we get on that based off of we got the plus 1260. We got an 8% X win and 11% EV parlay at plus, I think I got it plus 1252, which is negligible. Did you bet it?
What I'll do it after this. What I bet some of these lines. Never mind. It's DraftKings. Let me rebet it. I forgot. What did you bet it at?
Plus 1252, and then I got it boosted to plus 1503. I think all of us got it in there plus 1503.
Nice. Yeah. So plus 1503. You only needed to win 6% of the time to be above the break-even point, and we're at 8% here. So yeah, pretty solid looking.
Perfect. Nice. We got that in right before the bell. I'll be with you guys, assuming we got bets like this. I'll be back on X today on Twitter at 3 Eastern. Come hang out. We've been getting some great bets around that time. I do it from my account, from my own Laffy_D, LOUGHY_D, LOUGHY_D. Greg's at G Ehrenberg, EHRENBERG DFS, G Ehrenberg DFS. Our DMs are always open. If you are signing up, or you're already signed up and you're not in Discord, Greg can hit it. He can show you. Like if you just click that top right there, or I can show you like that person. See that person kind of that silhouette thing? See where Discord is right there? Top, up top. If you just click that, then you can link your Discord account and get all of our premium channels. Make sure to do that for sure. On top of that, if you have questions, ask us, ask people in Discord. Dance, DANCE at checkout, get you 60% off your first month. We're doing this with March Madness upon us with the expanded markets. Now we're getting way more college basketball sides. We're getting way more NBA sides, even NHL sides, on top of the hundreds and hundreds of props every day for all of these sports. MLB sides, MLB props already populating. It's a good time right now for sure. A good time. Yeah. Anyway, anything else before we go?
Nah, man, that's good. That's good by me. Check out what Laffy is going to be doing in an hour or so on his snipe session. Like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Take advantage of the dance promo. That's about it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Good bets today. Let's make some money. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Peace.